Well, folks, I spilt it all over the table and on me. Hi, it's TideWalker here on the Pinhoti Trail in Alabama. I'm about to cook dinner, so I'm going to show you what I do. So first off, this is my jet boil. I've had this for many years. This is the same jet boil I used on my Appalachian Trail thru hike, as well as many other hikes. So I'm just gonna attach this together real quick and have that ready to go. So basically, on my AT thru hike, that was before I was vegetarian, and I mainly just ate mashed potatoes, instant mashed potatoes, or ramen. That's probably about it. So not very good for you, basically. Not many calories. So back then, I just kind of stuck to those two things and didn't exactly care for them. So what I've started to do, I started on my, when I was a ridge runner on the AT in 2016. So this is my food bag. I just keep it in an 8-liter Sea to Summit bag. And for this hike, I've actually kept it in another bag. This is a op sack, I believe. I thought it's, yeah, op sack. So it's supposed to be an odor barrier bag. So that just gives you a little bit more barrier. So what I started to do back in 2016 when I was a ridge runner was burritos. So here's my tortillas, flour tortillas, burrito size. And my normal life, I eat burritos all the time. It's basically my main food group. I eat them all the time. I'm a creature of habit. I tend to eat the same things over and over and over and over and over again. And I still love burritos. So for out here, I have the tortillas, and then I have the Knorr rice sides. So this is not the pasta sides. Well, it's not even rice sides, it's Fiesta Sides. So I either get the Spanish rice or I get the Mexican rice, which is yellow. So I'm going to cook this up tonight, and then I'm going to show you how I make my burrito. We'll go back to that. So on here it says 2 cups of water. So this is actually the first time I've had a picnic table on this hike, because I'm at the shelter. So this is my water bladder. It's a Platypus 3-liter. So I just got some water in this creek over here. You might hear it running behind me. So I filtered it with a Sawyer squeeze. And so this actually has a 2-cup line in here. So I'm just going to fill it up till it hits that line. Now this stove is a bit bulkier than most. A lot of people have much smaller, like pocket rocket size stoves, but this is what I'm just used to using. So this is a little thing of olive oil. So I'm just going to do a couple of drops. I don't really know why I do it. It's, I guess, extra calories, a little extra flavor. So I'm just going to dump the contents in here. And I'm going to save this bag because that's going to come in handy later. And now to start, I'm just going to turn the fuel on, light it, set it on like that, put the top on, and then I'm going to wait for it to boil. I find that if I constantly, oh, this is my little spork, everybody has it. They usually break on me when they're in my bag, but this one hasn't yet. Anyway, I usually find that I have to constantly stir it, or the rice will kind of get stuck to the bottom, and it will boil very quickly. So I usually just turn it down, turn the heat down, and let it kind of simmer a little bit, and then I just let it sit for a while. So basically, this is what I've been eating every day for over a week now on the trail. Just different kind of rice. This is what I have for dinner every night. And it doesn't really grow old to me, and it's filling. You'll see how much fits into one of these little burritos. I imagine I will fast forward this now. So it's starting to boil now and bubble up. And I find that in the past, if I've left this top on sometime and then on a full royal, it kind of explodes everywhere. So I have to watch it. I don't think I've done that in the backcountry. That was probably more car camping, and it just like went all over my trunk of my car. So I'm gonna let it bubble up for a little bit. Now I was gonna turn the heat down, but I just turned it completely off, but that's okay. So I'll show it to you now, and then I'll usually let it sit like this for maybe 5 to 10 minutes and kind of check and see what it looks like with the lid on, so it kind of soaks in that heat. Oh, I was going to show you. Well, folks, I spilt it all over the table and on me, burning hot. There goes my dinner for the next 2 nights. I'm kind of fucking speechless. You just gotta laugh sometimes, so you don't cry. I mean, I'm also having to worry about animals now. I have to clean all this up. And this is the shirt I hike in. This is why I haven't used a table. I was trying to move it, and it hooked on the table and just fell over in my lap. I literally can see steam coming off of the table. This is the first time this has ever happened. Oh my God. So, I know you want to update. There's no sense of crying over spilled Fiesta Sides. So, took my shirt off, washed it in the creek, washed my legs off. So I've got my shirt drying. And, you know, if it it's not going to dry by tomorrow, basically. But, I mean, won't be the first time I've hiked in a wet shirt. Anyway, so now I am cleaning the stuff off of the table. All right, it's now darker, but I've cleaned it off really well, actually. I was able to get all of the rice back into the package, and of course, you know, I'm going to carry that out, and was able to pour some water on the table and get some more. Well, I wiped off, there was some toilet paper in the shelter, so I was able to wipe off any of the sauce residue, and then I poured some water on the table to clean it up further. But obviously there's going to be a smell, and there is probably some sauce on the ground that will probably attract wildlife, but I cleaned it up as best as I could. And yeah, and I do actually probably still have enough to make a burrito for tonight. I just won't have enough for tomorrow. And so that's what I was going to say, was that that whole bag makes either 2 to 3 nights worth to fill a burrito. So I was planning on having that for tomorrow night. So obviously I actually don't have another rice side, but I probably have enough food that I can get by tomorrow, and then I was already planning on having a resupply on Saturday. So and if push comes to shove, you know, I can always, you know, there's probably a road I'll cross tomorrow. I haven't even looked at it yet. Anyway, I will continue this on another video to show you what I make, but it is too dark now to show you that well. And here's the table, all clean. All of the stuff is back in there, so I'll put that. I have an extra Ziploc bag. I'll just stuff that into my food bag. And this stuff actually was already here at the shelter, so I'll just go put that back up. And I have about that much left, so I'll be able to make a burrito with that. And what I do is I cut off some cheese, put it in there, put that on there, and then put sauce. Finito. That's it.